everyone. Nova Destruct Zero here. Just wanted to talk a little bit about my results from last week. I ended up 2-1 and got a couple of battles to go over. We're going to take a look at the results first, and take a look at how the defense fared. Do something a little bit backwards. We had on defense Merch for Money with Zombies, Zuggs, and Noir. And my opponent brought in New Warriors Echo. In round 2, I had Scroll Hive Mind and was able to actually draw it out to 3 attacks. They were able to clear on the last attack, but that run did pretty well. In stage 3, I had an Unlimited X Vol Nightcrawler hybrid, and it didn't do so as great as I wanted it to, but did okay against MOE, but still lost. In stage 4, I had SPS and Black Knight, that's Spider Society and Black Knight, and it did pretty well on defense as well. Also took my opponent out to 3 attacks. Stage 5, I had Darkhold Doom and didn't do so great there. Stage 6, I had Black Order and Quicksilver, and my opponent brought in Gamma, and then followed up New Avengers and was able to get the clear. On defense, my opponent has Black Order. This is room 6. I bring in Tango Web, Omega Red, Emma, and Nova. Tango Web 2. So, at the very beginning, of course, we want to target Quicksilver. We'll go ahead and try to see if we can get vulnerable on him, but also if we can see if we can try to take him out of the battle early. We got a Trauma Stun from Spider Weaver, and we do get the stun. Nova is up, and this because it's room 6, he has his ultimate available to him earlier than he would. So we'll go ahead and do the ultimate. And we killed off Proxima and Corvus. So we are trying to go ahead and focus in, get rid of the sustainability, which is Ebony Maw has the taunt up and just healed up a little bit, but with Emma's ultimate, we're able to get the team to turn against them and cause them some pain, and he gets to leave it off the board. And Omega Red also has his ultimate up, and he takes out Quicksilver and Thanos relatively easily to end the match. Alright, so in room 2, my opponent has Merch for Money and Noir and Nightcrawler. I am bringing Red Guardian, Red Hulk, Apocalypse, Archangel, and Dormammu. And we're bringing this combination one is kind of like a budget counter because I want to use other teams for other rooms, but I do believe it can get it done. Red Hulk, we're bringing him so he can remove those revive once is from Old Man Logan. We have Apocalypse, of course, to do his ult and his permakill. Red Guardian, we have him as that pre-taunt so that Nightcrawler targets him, preventing that stun, but also on more important characters. But also, you have Apocalypse with that passive that reduces the first attack, the focus of the first attack. So went through the starting barrage there, and we're going to take this from Noir, his ultimate from Noir, and he kills off Archang's first life. Old Man Logan then, of course, targets Red Guardian again with his special, and so we're able to bring Red Hulk to move those revive. Once his Apocalypse does his ultimate attack, and we target Old Man Logan this time. Didn't do that in the last battle, and so we're left with the rest of the team, which from here is really easily doable. Of course, Pandapool has that high revive percentage there, 60% with Deadpool on his passive. Deadpool does his special there and kills off the rest of Dormammu. Now with the rest of the team, we just take our time here and make sure that we're using doing our attacks efficiently, because we don't want to mess around and give Nightcrawler a big boost here. So we target Noir with the basic. He does the revive attack, and of course pay attention to the Seeing Red. This is why we the charges from the Seeing Red ultimate. We targeted Noir because of that, and now he has his 5 charges. Nightcrawler's going to do his attack there, but we have Epoch up now after the ultimate, and from here it's just a 2 versus 2 Apocalypse Red Hulk versus Nightcrawler and Pandapool, so I like my chances. And there went Pandapool. Nightcrawler does manage to get Red Hulk into second life. Do the special on top of his head. Rewinds him a little bit, some damage. We do hope, of course, he keeps targeting APOC so we can get some of those evades off for free, because the evades that he keeps getting does make it a little bit longer and more annoying. But anyway, we continue to do basic, and we were finally able to finish off the match. So not the most efficient match, but for what it cost, I mean, that's a great budget option. And I needed to do so because I needed every bit of the rest of my roster for this huge punch up my opponent has. He does have not a huge one, but he does have a big team, so a big roster. And in room 3, so we're going to bring in Superior 6 full. And against my opponent's defense, which he has a budget option on his defense, and with Rhino and in place of Lizard, and so this should be a pretty textbook mirror match, especially when you have the Lizard missing from the other side. We are going to do the ultimate here and get the taunt up on Lizard. Alright, and my Green Goblin gets to go and does his ultimate and is able to rewind the team a little bit, and Kraven's allowed to get in there and do his ability. He gets his ability to block onto Red Goblin. That's going to help out a ton here, and then we're going to target with the ultimate Doc Ock. And this is stage 3, by the way, and Doc Ock takes the ultimate, and we're able to get him out of there. So that right there just kind of ruins the chances for my opponent to have any kind of win. Rhino gets going a little bit, but he's not ranked up so high. Not a big deal. We're going to tail whip this duo over here, and we're going to finally end the last threat, really, and that's in Green Goblin, and with Kraven Spider Slayer. Just doing the ultimate of Craven. There she wrote. It's good.
Now, in room 4, my opponent has Spider Society and Black Knight, and I do this counter backwards. I meant to bring in Burn Team ahead of time and then do Secret Defenders, but my brain was broken. So, however, it ended up working out in two shots anyway. I ended up doing Secret Defenders with the Cosmic Road Rider. And this counter, if I'm not mistaken, is also on the MSF counters.gg spreadsheet, and it is a great resource. And I used I meant to use the correct counter, but I ended up doing, like I said, backwards. But it worked out for me. I still got it done in 2 shots. Sometimes all you need is the exhaust, and once you exhaust Spider Society, if you're not doing so stuff, you're pretty good to go. You just have to make sure you target down Peter B. Parker and Penny, and don't take big ults from Penny, and you're usually good to go. So with the Secret Defenders attack here, the key is, of course, with Marvel Hardlight, you want to take off the taunt of Black Knight, and then get some bleeds going with Robbie and company. And so it works out pretty well. This team does okay. To be honest, I should have paused it, and before Peter B is able to, Penny is able to heal up the team. But what do you do? So yeah, I did bring in MOE for the cleanup, but I brought instead of, and to be honest, if I did this again, I'd bring full MOE. But I did bring in BTS just as an insurance policy on Black Knight, and it worked out. I did get the taunt off of him. However, I don't know how necessary it was for big time Spider-Man to obviously be there for the taunt, pull the taunt off him, because King immediately deletes him. So I am able to do a flip-a-loo on Pav.
And I do the ultimate here to blind the tree on the center and get a stun on Pav, which really didn't do enough. But this match ends up taking probably a little bit longer than I wanted it to. I do the special here, the ultimate here, pull off some of the buffs from Penny. With that stealth on Peter B, it's really hard to get to him, but now that he's out and we eliminated Penny, we were able to hone in on Peter B. Park.
Alright, so we do the basic on Peter B. Parker with Titania, and we go ahead and target Ghost Fire for the stun in trauma, but it misses. And on Peter B, we just want to get back to honing in on trying to get Peter B low. We go ahead and hit target Carve for a special on Building Man, so that we can get all 3. And then with BTS, we start going back and attacking Peter B again. With the basic from Firestar, and finally Peter B. Parker is out of here. Last remaining 2 should be no problem. 5v2. Carve first, and then target Ghost Spider.
Alright, and in stage 5 we have Hive Mind Scroll that we're up against. And Cabal is a great counter in general for this team. I am able to bring Baron Zemo and Vulture and able to do this really cleanly. So for these slow and special ability from Vulture, we're going to target Red Goblin and Void Knight. And Void Knight is coming up with his big ultimate, and we want to prevent him from putting ability blocks up everywhere. And so we attack him with Baron Zemo and put an ability block on him. He does his basic. And with Iron Patriot, we attack and the team and target Scroll, able to get his first life out of there. With Noir, we hit the big ultimate, and it does so much damage. And at the same time, rewinding the team. And from here, we definitely want to make sure that we're able to get rid of Red Goblin because he can revive the members of Hive Mind, and Scroll is not currently a threat, so we went ahead and did it that way. Vulture with the huge attack clears most of the field, and then finally finish it off. Baron Zemo special ability on Carnage. It's a very good counter. I recommend it. So, hindsight being 2020, I don't know if I would have did something, did full Pegasus instead of this team here. In Stage 6, Infinity Watch, full. I bring in new warriors with Kestrel.
This is definitely an example of me just trying to reinvent the wheel. However, if I do it all over again, I said I would do Pegasus or Warriors 5, it probably work out a little bit better. But there are tons of examples for this fight on msfcounters.gg. Please, by all means, take a look at that and get a better counter, because I'm just basically going through this fight, and so I'm gonna just pause on the commentary for the rest of this fight. Because there's, like I said, there's not much that I can offer, and also there are better counters by far. This just was able to get it done. All right.
So I did want to go ahead and include a couple of battles from my last trial that weren't already on the counter sheet, or I found those interesting. This particular battle here is against Mercs for Money with Zombie Zuggs and Noir. This is a pretty good defense. However, my opponent was able to get through it with MOE and Echo. So I think it's definitely worth going through. After that, it's just a matter of keeping Zombie Zuggs from taunting up and killing the rest of the team in the correct order, because you don't have the option to attack Deadpool in the center. You have to go after Panicle and get him out of his taunt. But after the taunt is free, go ahead and slap Deadpool around basic for pain, and then finish off Mandible. Yeah, great counter. Great counter. Glad to add it to the sheet. And in stage 5, my opponent Dark Elk Moon on defense. My opponent brings in full Moon Warriors 5, and he's also able to dispatch the defense, which honestly this is working other seasons, so it just makes sense of what happened here. But here, of course, adding the extra complication is the Warriors rules, which of course has to revive once his 15, but Warriors 5 is big enough. I know there's a lot of arguing about the Warriors and how well they do, but just follow this counter. It looks like they're still liable in Cosmic Crucible, and it seems like they're still the first team for attacks, just depending on defense, of course. Looks at the remaining trio. Moon, making sure Moon doesn't get off his ultimate this counter. Just keep that in mind. But after that, it's goes really well. A little bit of efficiency sync with extra revives, but not too many problems. There it goes. Thanks for watching, everyone. Struck Zero out.